Hi, I'm here with my friend and mentor, Ted Pete Peters, on a beautiful early October day. We were doing some grouse hunting this morning up here in Wisconsin, and we just want to talk to you a little bit about our calls and the care and quality we build into them.
Before we get going, I got to tell you about my first encounter with Jeff Fredericks. I was displaying at the Madison Deer and Turkey Expo. Great show. And all of a sudden, this kid come walking by me, had an entourage behind him. They were following Jeff. They were, it was like a bunch of kids looking for autographs. And I said, who in the world is that? And the guy told me, he said, he just won the Wisconsin State Turkey Calling Championship. And I thought it was kind of cool that his mom was there with him so he'd have a ride home.
That was quite a while ago. So I met Pete at the U.S. Open Turkey Calling Contest in 1994. He was a judge at that contest and I was a contestant. And we made a great friendship from that point on. One of the things that I wanted to bring up in the video is, you know, some of the things I've learned kind of through hanging out with Pete, and it's kind of my, I guess, my promise to my customer. One thing that I've noticed in the hunting world, the hunting industry, is many times you'll get something that you really rely on, that you use while hunting, and it doesn't take long and all of a sudden that thing isn't available, or they changed it, or something happened where it's not the same product. And the one thing that I always have in the back of my mind is my vow to my customers that as long as I'm alive and building calls, you're going to get that same call or the same decoy, that type of thing. And that's something that I think I inherently learned from you, Pete, by hanging out with you at the shows and seeing the amount of care and effort that he puts into each call that he's selling at these shows.
Well, yeah, like I said earlier, it humbles me that, you know, you talk that way. And I do. I try to make every piece an heirloom grade, and I'm serious about that. Calls that I sold 25 years ago, I got away from it, came back. Calls that I sold 25 years ago, people called me and said, I need 3 more like what you used to do, or I need 3 more because I got 3 kids and they all fight over them. A lot of my business the last 5 years has been replenishing people from 20 years prior. They, you know, their grandkids want it. They want that quality for their kids and for their grandkids, and that also is very humbling when you get that
when
kind
you get
of call.
that feedback from the customer.
Now, Jeff and I were talking earlier today. I never kept a record of this, but I'll promise you that people have one call, they're one and done. I'm certain that I have more customers that own 3 or more of my calls than own just one. And that really, that's how I feel about it. I mean, it's, people buy one and they want another one because they like the quality. And that's what I always told him to do. Build the best you can build, and the people keep doing that, and the people will come to you.
Yeah, yeah. But that's what I mean, honestly.
That's what you're trying to convey.
Yeah, it's, you know, and what's important to me to get across is, you know, you taught me not to succumb to kind of the standard way that call companies progress.
Well, that's
Yeah, so that giant buck that my daughter shot walked out of them by them green bushes. She shot him about right there, and he ran around this hickory tree and died in there. Great big 9-pointer.
That I hunted with for 12 years, and I never hit a duck that I did not bring home. He was awesome. He was absolute. In fact, he got some ducks for us that we didn't even know about. But I shot a seagull. It was out there. It was as clear as there's nothing. I shot the seagull and it hit out there. He went out there. He swam out and he grabbed a hold of that and he went spit that thing out. And he got back and he looked at me like, "What the hell are you doing?" Okay, no more seagulls.